Hi, my name is Michelle and I would be doing skill lab number 6, which is entitled Non-Sterile Compounding of an Ointment. The materials that would be used for today would be 2 whey boats, spatula, empty jar, electronic scale, zinc oxide ointment, dilantin, alcohol pads, non-sterile gloves, parchment paper. So the product that we would be making for today is named Dilantin and Zinc Oxide. So the strength is 5% dilantin and originally it is in 240 grams. So I would show you how I arrived to the weight of dilantin and weight of zinc oxide. For the weight of dilantin, I calculated it through starting at the 5% concentration. So since it is 5%, 5 grams over 100 grams is equal to X over 40 grams. So X is equal to 2 grams or is equal to 200 milligram. 2 gram dilantin times 100 milligram over 1 gram dilantin is equal to 200 milligram. So 200 milligram over X capsules is equal to 100 milligram over 1 capsule. So X is equal to 2 capsules. Since 2 capsules needed per capsule, 100 milligram, it goes to show that the weight of dilantin needed to be weighed is 2 grams dilantin. And weight of zinc oxide, since the jar that we would put the ointment is 40 grams, so we use 40 grams minus 2 grams equal 38 grams. So we need 38 grams of zinc oxide to be weighed. So again, the weight of dilantin is 2 grams and the weight of zinc oxide we need is 38 grams. We consider the 10% margin of error, so plus minus 10% margin of error. So for dilantin 2 grams, the weight that we need is 1.8 grams to 2.2 grams. So for zinc oxide, 38 grams, we need to weigh 34.2 grams to 41.8 grams. So again, for dilantin 2 grams, the weight range is 1.8 grams to 2.2 grams. For zinc oxide 38 grams, the weight range is within 34.2 grams to 41.8 grams. So that's our goal for today, to get the weight of dilantin and the zinc oxide. So we've calculated it. So I will proceed to my hand washing technique, and let me just bring you to my anti area. So to start my hand washing aseptic technique, I have to make sure that I have no jewelry in my hands, and I have to make sure that I am 2 to 3 inches away from the sink to make sure that my scrub suits will not be wet. So to start with, I need to get a tissue paper and on the faucet. Okay, so we need to test the water. If it's lukewarm, the water is okay. We need to get the soap and rub it in our hands in a circular motion. We need to clean our hands and fingers. Then we need to get a nail brush and we need to clean the nails in our hand for 20 seconds. And in a downward position, we need to continue lathering the soap and clean the elbow and clean the hands. So our hands have no soap. We rinse it with water, and we get a tissue paper and turn off the faucet. Then we get a tissue paper and dab it in our hand and dry it. Dry your hand with the tissue paper. Another tissue paper to the other hand and dab it in our hand. Making sure it would dry your hand. Now our hands are dry, neat, and clean. So now we can proceed to the making of the ointment. So I have my sterile gloves. And put the other sterile glove on the other hand. And now we have our sterile gloves in our hands. We get the electronic scale. We clean it with the alcohol pad. We get the weigh bolts and we clean it and disinfect it. And we get the spatula and clean it and disinfect it. And our parchment paper. Now our parchment paper is well cleaned and well disinfected. So we have to move now to the weighing of our Dilantin, which is our active ingredient. So we on the electronic scale. So for the Dilantin, we need to weigh 2 grams, and within the 10% margin of error, we can weigh it from 1.8 grams to 2.2 grams. I have to scoop the Dilantin a little bit because I need only 2.2 grams. Now I weigh the Dilantin. It is exactly 2.2 grams, and let me show you. Then I have to get the weigh boat and put it. Make sure the electronic scale is in 0. And I have to weigh the zinc oxide now. So for zinc oxide, we have 38 grams. The weigh range, observing the margin, the 10% margin of error, is from 34.2 grams to 41.8 grams. So these are our zinc oxide ointment. So we only need 41.8. That's my goal here. Okay. So I'll show it to you. So it's 41.8. So now we have our dilantin and zinc oxide weight already. So we need to put this in the parchment paper. So our parchment paper is very useful in mixing for our dilantin and zinc oxide. So we need to mix the 2 active ingredients for this ointment. Okay, so we perfectly mix the 2 ingredients, and right now we have our empty jar, and we would transfer and scoop the mixture of ointment in the empty jar. And I close it with the lid of the container, and I've already pre-labeled it. So I put the label on as Dilantin and Zinc Oxide. So this is our finished product. Our ointment is in the jar right now. So the finished product is named Dilantin and Zinc Oxide with the active ingredients Dilantin and Zinc Oxide. So I have to gather all my materials, and I have to disinfect and clean the materials now. Thank you, and have a blessed day.